Hello guys, and we are actually continuing right after the video brought before. The reason I am cutting there is because I do not want to have this kind of half-ass ending. So yeah, this must then be then. I thought Steven was gonna be there, but it seems to must have been Kate.
I watched a butterfly dancing in a strip of sunlight. All of its life contained in a single day. The blink of an eye between the ebb of the darkening tide. Lying there with the pattern curled around me, I saw the inevitability. The necessity of presence born from absence. The constant unfolding.
Okay, so that was the sign we saw everywhere on the maps and some of the houses. But what was all of those numbers then? Because every time we got to a TV or something, it started mentioning all of these numbers, and why the fuck is she printing this many butterflies? Well, there was kind of a hint to it. I don't know if it actually was the first episode I made, or maybe it was the second. I believe it was the second actually. But I went into a back garden and there was a book that was called The Butterfly Effect. So it would make, well, it makes sense of it as you can, but...
On the plane, Stephen leaned across me and pointed out the window. Down there, he said. That's home. But all I saw were patches of color. I don't think until this moment that I understood that one could contain the other so completely.
Okay. The power also seems to be like cutting slowly out. Oh, I did not notice that before. What the? All of this used to be red. Okay, it's getting more bright. Always look at the bright side of life. Do 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 do. Nope. Home. Okay then. I wanna visit all of the towers because I feel this is where we get all of the small pieces. No, this was the printer. Still stealing. Well, there should be 6 towers, and that was tower 1, then must been 2, and this must be number 3 then. Or 4. Or whatever. Well, something happened here. Yeah, it is tower 3. I was right all along. Oh, it's right here.
I know it didn't mean to hurt any of them. I try and explain why Lizzie tried to leave with her child and why it was wrong to stop her. I try and explain that much of what it did was wrong. It shows me Stephen and Lizzie together. And I'm happy for them. Frank walks his fields with Mary. Wendy and Edward nest together in the orchards of their love. Jeremy lies at peace with his God at last. All of them are happy because they are together. I understand it better now. It is a collector of time. No butterflies.
So, what? People were happier? Well, these are all of the spots where all the memories was, so... Oh, can I go in there? Nope. I don't get it. The collector of time. What could that mean? Because she said it showed Steven and Lizzie together, which wouldn't make much sense. Cause at that time, well, all of the time that she's talking about, none of them is yet consumed by this. I don't know. Maybe this thing is actually trying to help us by realizing something we couldn't see ourselves. This is getting very deep. So yeah, no, only 2 more towers. Yeah, maybe this tower helped some of the people realizing something that they couldn't see themselves. Like she didn't. Well, I don't know how to explain it. I'm sorry.
I watched the pattern lean in and time slow to almost nothing. I saw the flame leap from Steven's hand and the moment hang in the air forever. I watched his face. And in the last second, I almost believe he saw me. He wasn't frightened or angry. I remember his expression, just like I remember it from the first time, early that morning when he woke and, still half sleeping, said, "God, I love you." And I loved him as he entered the fire. And I let him go, knowing I wasn't ready to join him. We have held time to ourselves here in this place. Held the light to the ground because we were afraid of the coming dark. But now we understand that to cling to the light is not living. I've spent my life watching the illumination from a million dead stars reaching for me without grasping this meaning. The light we cast transcends our death. The pattern made by our living creates a bridge across the dark.
Okay. I need to find the soundtrack of this game later. Well, I guess he had talk enough. Okay, that's kind of creepy. I just lighted up just as I went over to look at it. I'm not sure if I should be going here. Definitely not. Is they gonna pop some doll up and ask me if I want to play a game? Because then I'm not gonna be happy with it.
It reaches out from the shadow of the tower, across the observatory, over the valley, and consumes the world. Everything is light now. Everything has come to rest. The world is scored by the traces we carved into it. Our presence is everywhere, the bridge joining our stories. This world existed before we came to it, and it will continue without us. In the empty fields and houses, our traces radiate, and others will come to dance in the light we cast. We can slip away gently, unafraid, knowing that everything will continue.
Okay. I don't... Maybe it's because I'm trying too hard, but I can't really see the point of anything that she's saying right now. I'm trying to let it make sense, but no, it just doesn't. So that's the main observatory. That's Tower 6, which would be where they encountered it for the first time. This is beautiful. Let's go into the dark. What? Okay, I'm gonna be quiet for this one. Shh.
The end is coming now. I'm not afraid. We have each other. We lived apart from them. We understand now our failure to touch, to belong. But it doesn't matter anymore. Everybody is gone, and we will join them. We are born apart, driftwood on the banks of an endless dark ocean, and we will be carried away by the swell soon enough. But in between, in the single day of living, that dancing in a strip of sunlight, we can find what we miss. The love that makes us whole. The imminence. Everybody found their other. This pattern is mine.
What a great ending. Wow, I am blown away by this game. So yeah guys, this was Everyone's Gone to the Rapture. I'm a little confused over the ending, I'm gonna be honest with you there, but I think it was a good game in itself, and there was a lot of things that you can make out of it yourself. Do you guys think it was a good thing that this thing came to it, or are you more like Steve? I think this is, well, I think this is more where you can choose between go on Kate's side and say it's a good thing that's here, or you can go on Steven's side and says we need to get it away. But overall, I'm gladly impressed by this game. It's beautiful. It has a great story. It's really catchy, and you get to see the story on the same as the time period is never different. Like that, it's not like where we just go to a new day. No, this is over multiple days, but each time you change to a new character. Yeah, I was away for quite some time there, so I can't really remember what I said last. But thank you guys so much for being here with me through this series. Subscribe, like, leave a comment if you would like to. This will be the third series that I have completed right now. I have Soundshape that started up yesterday, and I am downloading right now Until Dawn. So those are two games that's gonna be on this channel very soon. So yeah, besides that guys, spread the word, and we will all be together.